Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, my presentation is just a few slides to present the Italian chapter of IEEE Intelligent Transportation System Society. The slides are in Italian, but I will try to speak in English. Okay, you can go on, please. Just a brief history of the chapter. The chapter is very new, and it has been established with a petition. Chapters are organizations of the IEEE at the national level, and to form a new chapter, it is necessary to prepare a petition, and myself and my colleague Simona Savone decided about 1 year ago to establish this chapter. Okay, now next. After some time of administrative and formal aspects, the chapter was born, we can say, in February 2021. So at the moment, myself and my colleague Simona Savone are the chair and co-chair, but we are doing the elections for the formal definition of the different roles. So at the moment we are chair and co-chair, but in the next week I can say we will have the official roles because the election process is almost finished. Okay, next. Just a brief explanation. What are the members of the chapter? For being members of a chapter, people must be member of the IEEE, and in particular member of the Intelligent Transportation System Society, in this case, because this is a chapter of this society. This is the statistics regarding the chapters at the moment. It's 65 members, so Italian members. Of course, we think that the community is larger because there are people which belong to this community, but maybe they are not members of the IEEE. If you wanted to be active members of this chapter, you have to be, as said, members of the Intelligent Transportation System Society. These are just some statistics. What is more interesting is, in my opinion, the figure at the bottom right of the slide, which indicates the different areas. This is a classification of IEEE. In Italy, we know we have different classifications of the knowledge. We have settori scientifico-disciplinari, which divides ourselves in different areas. And we can say that this kind of community is rather broad, because there are different areas, different settori scientifico-disciplinari, we call them in Italy, that belong to this same community. And in my opinion, this is something which further motivates the existence of a chapter, because the idea is to, as I will highlight in the next slide, the idea of a chapter is to basically to create a community. Okay, so formally, what is a chapter? A chapter has two main mothers, or fathers, as you prefer. The society, in this case, the IEEE Intelligent Transportation System Society, and the section of the country. In this case, it's the IEEE Italy section. So the chapter has these two mothers or fathers, as you like, and obtains support and also financing from both, and this is the main aspect. Okay, we can go next. What are the main objectives? As I said before, the idea is, first of all, to create a community of people. For instance, the fact that now we are here, for instance, I never met my colleagues of the University of Firenze that are now organizing the hackathon, and this is a first chance to meet and to create a community with other researchers which work in a field that is very close to mine, but we never met. So this is a a proof of the fact that the chapter has the scope of creating community between researchers, professors, but also members of the industry and the institutions which are active in the area of intelligent transportation systems. So ICT applied to transportation. For doing this, one important point of the chapter is to organize events at the national level. We have just organized our first event on 24th of September, and the scope is exactly to share new ideas, to create new collaborations of different types for teaching, for research, and also for possible projects together. It's very important for a chapter to involve young researchers with different initiatives, and this one of the hackathon goes in this direction. So the idea is to involve young researchers. I believe that the hackathon is exactly in this direction. And in the end, one of the objectives is, okay, not only to create the community, but also to open the community to the external world, which means other scientific communities, but also companies and institutions at the local, regional, or national level. Of course, all of us, we have connections abroad, and these are very important, but the chapter has the scope of creating the community at the national level. So, and this is the reason why the hackathon that we are organizing is only devoted to Italian participants or participants that have an affiliation in Italy. Because this is the main scope of the chapter. Okay, next. Okay, this is just the last slide. It's also has been prepared for giving some credits to all the people that have helped me in this first month. And just to resume the main activities that we have done. Of course, some administrative activities, some communication activities. On these aspects, we have a lot of work to do still, because we have a web page, but it is not yet finished. And we have some social media, but again, we have to work more on this in order to cover a larger community. We have done a base PhD dissertation award, and there has been a committee for this, and we have already defined the winner during the event that we have organized on 24th of September. As said before, another activity has been this event. The second important activity is this hackathon, for which we are here today. And finally, as I said before, there has been the process of the elections that is finally, it has reached these final days, because it's possible to vote until October 15th. So in 1 week, we will have the roles of chair, vice chair, treasurer, and secretary. Okay, I hope not to have been too boring, but I have given just an overview of what is a chapter. Now I think we can speak about the hackathon, which is the objective of today. That is something I'm very proud of, and I have to thank a lot the colleagues of the University of Firenze that are doing all the work in organizing this.